Associated Charities has been around since 1910. Was started by the Ashland Ministerial Association to sort of become the hub for people that were in need so that the churches could sort of use us as a filter. So basically what we do is we are a United Way partner agency, and we have been since United Way started in Ashland, I believe. But what our role, our program that we are funded for is to provide emergency assistance to people in Ashland County with items such as rent or mortgage assistance to keep them from being evicted, a utility disconnection, water, electric, gas. We can help with emergency prescriptions, and then obviously we're the Ashland County Food Bank as well, so we can provide them with up to a week's worth of food at a time. The Ashland County Food Bank was started in the late 70s, early 80s by a group of churches, and eventually made its way to be housed with Associated Charities on South Street. At that time, they were two separate organizations, and in 2014, both boards became one, so it's now Associated Charities Ashland County Food Bank. The food bank portion is solely supported by the county. I think there's over 35 churches in this county that support us on a regular basis. Private individuals, organizations, businesses, churches, schools, any of those are pretty consistent with where our donations come from. So basically we are supported by Ashland County solely. And that could be with non-perishable foods, monetary donations so that we can buy the items that we need. We also get a lot of meat donations from the fair. Several families in town that are farmers donate to us as well throughout the year. So we're a pretty unique organization that we're supported solely by Ashland County. The Ashland High School, they do one in early March, Caring and Sharing, I believe they call that. So they do that annually, and it's a week-long food drive. Up to May, it's the Postal Carrier Food Drive, which gets shared between us and the Salvation Army's food pantry. And then August is when AU comes back to school, and they do their AU Gives, where they have all the freshmen do a food drive on the Saturday before they start school. So that's a big donation that we get. Then we get a big food donation typically from Grace Church around the week before Thanksgiving that really helps us with our Thanksgiving food giveaway, and then it goes into the Christmas food. And then during the Christmas holiday, Simonson brings their truck, they back it in, and they do a big semi truck full of food, which is amazing. Those are the big ones that come to mind, but mind you, the ones that come in between that we don't know about, well, like the one we just had at the Ashland County Fair, the vintage truck, I neglected to say that. They do, we park our van out there, and so in lieu of admission, I believe the truckers that come in to be part of the truck show, they give non-perishables in the van. So we come back with a van load of truck full of food. But then again, like Girl Scout troops, 4-H groups, anyone, we don't know about those little food drives in between that we just can't plan, but it's a huge surprise, and that's a help. And we have individuals on a monthly basis that just pull up to our back door here and load a flatbed. That's just what their contribution to this community is, and us, which is a blessing. And you know, we get to know these people, and they're sort of our friends here. And same with other things. We have a few people that want to bring stuff for our kids closet. They have a heart for kids. So the door opens and she's got more stuff, and there's another couple too. So it's really very unique. Most of the time we don't know what's coming in until they come in the door. Well, all year round we're looking for non-perishable foods. So the basic foods that you would expect, the canned foods that, you know, can last on shelves. The other items that we often are in need of that we have to sort of reach out to the community are the taxable items. And what does that mean? It's like the toilet paper, the personal products, toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, laundry soap, stuff like that, that people that live on a fixed income, or those are items that you can't buy with a food stamp card. So those items are always sort of in need. Those never stay on the shelf long. Our newest program is the Kids Closet, which is where we provide new clothing, shoes, and coats to kids all year long. That's where our back to school program evolves out of. But throughout the year, any family or that needs clothing for their children or their shoes are too small, whatever, they can come here and get that. That program, we work really closely with the school liaisons in the county though, because they are the ones who are in the schools. They see the children that have the needs, and so they know that they can come here and get it and take it back to their kids in their schools. But again, any family can come if the need is there. We initially, Sandy and I had a meeting, we wanted to see what we could do together. We mentioned that we received a grant from Walmart for fresh food, such as vegetables and fruits for the kids that we wanted to provide. So in talking with her about that, we sort of evolved into our Kids Fest, which is July 14th. And that's where we were going to make sure that every kid there could get a fresh, orange or banana or whatever. We would have those there. And that sort of evolved into us doing a backpack with kid-friendly foods that a child could open and eat if they were hungry. And then we would put the fresh fruit in there. So every child is going to get a backpack that comes to our Kids Fest, as well as the children that come in here with their parents when they're here to get food, we will give them a backpack there as well. So it's sort of a summer program, and it sort of piggybacks off of when kids are home in the summer, they don't have those breakfasts and lunches that they typically get at school. So this is our way of sort of contributing to at least food for children during the summer. We always love new volunteers. Some people want to just volunteer at big events, and so that we would call them during a big food drive to go through the food. More people want to know what they can do on a day-to-day basis, and that would be in our food pantry, and that's assisting the clients get their groceries. So anything like that, we welcome people because it gets them involved, helps them to see what we do here, and it really, I think once you're here, the scope becomes a lot bigger of what we do inside this building. We want to help people, and we want to provide the smile for someone. If we're the only one that smiles with them that day, then I think we've done our job. But what really touches our hearts here are the kids. We often think that, they don't really get a say in their little world when they're, live in their living situations. So the children really push us through. But then, everyone we meet has a story. And I think if we remember that these are people and, we don't know what they're facing each day, but if we can provide them with a little peace of mind, some food, or whatever, meet some of their basic needs at that time, then I think we're doing our job.